Hi, we are back for another edition of I Read Indian Comic Books Out Loud to you or your children. I'm usually joined by a special guest. Tonight is no exception. My special guest today is R2D2, a role model for short people and nerds everywhere. R2D2 will be right here and will probably not be referenced for the rest of the program. Joined by R2D2 is homemade R2D2. I just took the top of a water bottle and put an Indian bindi on it. See? So it is Indian R2D2. Water top, a little dot. So there's two R2D2s. You do the math. Some people would say it's R4D4, but you have to multiply the R's and the D's as well. So 2R D4. Yeah. So anyway, this is about reading, not about math. Last time we saw Tenali Raman saying, Raman was overjoyed. I knew it. I knew it would happen. I knew luck would come my way. And he has not Botoxed in this area because they did not have that chemical available at the time for injections, only for stomach upsets. Raman followed the Rajguru to the shrine. Sir, may I have the privilege of serving you? And then this elitist guy says, and who may I ask you are you? Like, if someone wants to serve you, he's just like, I need to see a resume for this entry-level position. When Raman told him, why not make use of the ignorant village bumpkin? This is a lesson in capitalism, children. All right, I am on my way to the river to bathe. You may carry my towel for me. Look at that. Towel carrying, I guess, is an internship. Sir, I too hope to belong to the court of Vijayanagara someday. Well, why not? But what will you do there? I'll become the court jester, sir. Impertinent fool, he thinks to himself. Do you think it is so easy to enter the court? And then that's his inside voice. Outside voice is, all right, you may come to Vijayanagara and we'll see. This guy is like the Indian version of the millionaire from Gilligan's Island. Believing that he had found himself a patron, sad. A few days later, along with his old mother and his young wife, Raman arrived at Vijayanagara. I had no idea this guy was married. He seems like a loser, but he probably has like a really good sense of humor, and like women come up to him after the show because they confuse it for confidence when it's really masking a lot of insecurities. I'll go to see the Rajguru tomorrow. I should have no difficulty in finding the house of such an important person. Okay, look, there is Raman. There's his old mother carrying stuff and his young wife looking like she's made a bad decision. I mean, with everything. Early next morning, he went to the Rajguru's house. He stood before it in awe. If the Rajguru can live in such a mansion, how rich he must be, and how much richer the king. So yeah, that's the palace. There's a lot of M's flying overhead. Probably they are looking to complete words like mask and mutiny and mother. Meanwhile, the Rajguru had seen Raman from one of his windows. Why, the fool has indeed come. He sent for one of his attendants. There is a man lurking in the courtyard. He seems to be a thief. Turn him out. That's what he says. I think that's different from like turned up. I don't think he wants to get him and like, get turned with him. Like I think he's gonna do something bad. Before Raman knew what was happening, he was out on the street. Scoundrel, you would attempt to sneak into the Rajguru's house, would you? But he asked me to come, said he would help me. And this is what's wrong with philanthropy in the world. A crestfallen Raman spent the next few days wandering aimlessly about the city. Then early one morning, as he passed by the Tungabhadra River, why, if it isn't the Rajguru about to go in for his bath, this is getting sexy. He left his clothes on the bank. The next moment, Raman darted forward, grabbed the clothes, and hid them behind a rock. Something tells me I'll soon enter the court, guards or no guards. I guess nudity is like a way to get people to like you, or like dependent on you for clothes. His bath over. The Rajguru turned and reached out for his clothes. Whoa, where are my clothes? I'd left them right here. Where could they have disappeared? Raman stepped out from behind the tree. I have them. I'll give them to you on one condition. You must walk past the king's palace carrying me on your shoulders. So first of all, this guy wears clothing to take a bath, and he's reasonably dressed, and he feels like he's naked. So I guess this is for children because they don't want to show a naked rich person. The Rajguru had to agree. The fellow must be mad, but I'll have to humor him or catch my death in this icy water. I thought this was India. I have not heard of many places with icy water, and I think Tenali Raman is from the south. So maybe this is before climate change? All right, I'll carry you. Now give me back my clothes. Let's see what happens. Let's see if he gets his clothes back, or Tenali of Raman gets to go into the rich person's house, and if he gets to be the court jester, and what his background character, his old mother and young wife, have to put up with in the next episode. Bye, R2's D2s. They said, bye, that was lots of fun.